I've been to like a decent amount of LARP events in my life. LARP meaning live action roleplay. And I always think to myself, I'm like, at some point I'm gonna run out of themes, right? Yeah, and if you thought that too, you'd be wrong. Because at some point in your life, you're gonna get a text from a friend, and your friend's gonna say, hey, do you wanna go live as a hobbit in the Shire? And you're gonna be really confused, because why would someone say that? It's like the weirdest text message ever. But the only respectable answer to a question like that is yes. Welcome to the Brandywine Festival, the first and only official Middle-earth Lord of the Rings LARP. This is a 5-day, 4-night experience located in Kentucky where you live, eat, and breathe as a hobbit. This event consists of over 1,000 people and is located on a large plot of land with rolling hills, lots of hiking trails, and a village built from the ground up. Now, the great thing about this event is it is beginner friendly. So if you're new to the world of live action roleplay, this is the perfect place to start. Because not only is your character selected for you, because you're playing a hobbit, but they also have an introduction into live action roleplay at the event itself. They even have a super easy questionnaire where you just answer questions based as your character to kind of give you an idea of who you are going in as. And if you choose that coming up with a whole backstory is a bit too difficult for you, well then just make sure you choose a really good name and kind of know a bit of your family history, but make it up. Like for instance, I was a Took, and we all know the Tooks, like they're just a little wild. So if you saw me doing something crazy, I had something to blame it on. But even if you aren't into live action roleplay, honestly, I feel like you could just show up to this event itself and enjoy it entirely without feeling pressured. It's a lot easier and a lot less scary than maybe what it seems. But all that to say though, the majority of the people that were there were fully in character, like with an accent and everything.
My name's Finley Moss-Trotcher, it's good to see you.
I am Griffo Greenhand from just north of Oak Barton in the North Farthing.
Bingo Tolman, nice to meet you.
I'm Averlin Sandheaver, you can call me Avery.
I'm Teasel Silverstring.
I am Arno Silverstring.
I'm Mimsy. Hi, Mimsy.
I'm Mimsy too.
I know, what a great name, no bias.
And most people here were all beginners. And you also have to make sure you are 100% in costume the whole time because everything is decorum. So we're not cousins?
I don't know, are we?
No, I'm a Took.
What a shame.
How are you liking the Brandywine Festival?
Oh, it's lovely. I've been able to peddle so much tea at the night market.
It's been magical. I gotta help my wife sell some teas, and I've met a bunch of new lovely hobbits.
I am mayor of the hamlet, and apparently I have been challenged to a dance-off.
A dance-off?
By none other than your mayor, Mayor Copperfoot.
Oh, he's gonna win.
Here it's here, hobbits! There is a hobbit dance-off to be held by the two mayors after the major feasts!
Mayor Copperfoot stands not to Mayor Theodwin Thornborough. Let it be known that we at the hamlet have well-leisured feet than these calloused few.
So remember the largest LARP in the world that I attended in Germany? Have you seen the video, guys? It's right here. Go watch it. This event is actually put on by the creators Bergschneider, which are also the creators of Conquest of Mythodeas. So that alone, you already know it's going to be good. But now let's talk about where the story of this event begins. The story starts right after Frodo leaves the Shire to go on his adventure. And that is when word reaches you that there's a celebration happening in the Shire. So you and your friends end up going hiking through the mountains, trying to find something called the Brandywine Festival. And it's a pretty decently long hike, and you have to wear comfortable shoes. And it's also a really good time of year where it's cool outside. As you begin hiking through the mountains with all of your friends, like literally everyone goes up together. It's crazy. It's a giant group of people, and you search for signs to the Brandywine Festival, and you literally find your way there on your own for the most part.
Excited yelling or more like terrified yelling?
I'm assuming this is to the party.
Yes.
To the party!
Once you hike down into the Shire, that is when you go and get settled into your temporary home. And whatever Frodo is encountering right now is making its way towards us.
You're going the wrong way.
I know.
It matches its own. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Rabbit! Tongue.
How are you liking the Brandywine Festival?
It's been a strange one. A lot of fun, but tales of big folk. I think dwarves right over there, and elves. I know I sound like a Baggins telling tales out of school, but it's been quite fun.
Now, as I mentioned, this event does have NPCs. NPCs are non-player characters that are inserted into the storyline in the village where you are at, and they interact with you to kind of enhance the role play and the storyline overall. So you could just be walking around and see someone that's definitely not a hobbit. They're very easy to spot. And you can go up and talk to them.
We're just fine.
Good day.
How fare you hobbits?
Very well. A little heat, hot under the sun, but otherwise well.
Or maybe they'll chase you.
Get out of here.
Or maybe they'll give you a quest. I love NPCs. It's my favorite part. For the camping, they have decorum and non-decorum camping. But you can also stay in a hotel, which is about 25 minutes away. If you decide to go the decorum route, that does mean that everything you bring, including your tent setup, needs to match the theme. They are very strict on the theme here. This also includes anything that you display on the outside of your tent needs to be on brand as well. And if you need a flashlight, you're gonna bring a lantern. Everything looks like candlelight here. Now look at this Hobbit home. Someone made this and they even decorated the entire inside of it, which is not required, but a lot of people actually decorated the insides of their Hobbit homes. I'm currently just sitting in my tent. It is so nice in here. I feel like I'm on safari in this thing. Like I've never glamped before. This is glamping. This is nice. All right, let's do a little tent tour. So this tent is amazing because it's fully enclosed, okay? That's so rare to have that at LARP events. Loved it. And on top of that, rug on the ground, chair, place your suitcase, side table, lights, flowers, blankets, pillows, actual mattress, all included. This is literally glamping. Like you have a place for your suitcase down here, a chair that I can also put outside to read on. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. The bed is so comfortable. It feels really good out. Normally when you go LARPing, it's around the time of year where it's way too hot to stay in your tent past a certain hour in the morning without dying. It's actually really cool right now and it feels really nice in here. So I'm just sitting here reading. Now, if you're traveling from out of state, there is an option for one of the tickets where you can actually stay in a tent that's set up for you, just like mine that I showed you with an actual bed, pillows, blankets, everything you need. Another thing about this event is you are living in the Shire. There are no iPhones. There's no technology here. In fact, there's no service. So yeah, it's going to be a really great time for you to disconnect and feel fully immersed in the world. Another thing that they have here, which is super cute, is everybody made a bunch of Hobbit mailboxes to write and deliver letters. And people also displayed free little goodies outside of their tents, which you could just go and grab.
Tart, pumpkin cranberry muffin, basil cherry scone, and orange shortbread.
I would love to try this one. A whole scone?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my goodness. This is the most Hobbit thing ever. All right, but all that to say, what do you do at this event? Because I'm gonna be totally honest with you here. I was a little concerned I would not have enough to do just because I really like LARPs for fighting. So knowing that wasn't gonna be on the agenda, I did not know what to expect at all. I had no clue. I had heard of like a few things happening and that's it. And then besides that, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. But it turns out though, there was so much to do. I did not get bored. But what's the schedule for today? The schedule for today, let's read it. There are a ton of games going on. 18th century cooking classes, potato and spoon race, a corn shucking speed race, folk dancing lessons, a burlap sack race, a riddle relay, stone putt-putt, tinsmithing, cheese wheel, trail bowling, corn cob curling, costume fixing, a three-legged race, tug of war, rabbit chase, and ale drinking relay race. Okay. Look, this is just what the Hobbits do, all right? Yeah, and that's just the stuff that's on the printed schedule. That does not include quests that happen in the town. And you can actually find those on trees everywhere, or even talk to NPCs that come into town and they can give you things to do. But yeah, they had so many different activities, such as cooking classes, sewing, talent shows, games, drawing classes, which I did, and I tried. They literally put a person there for you to draw, like a class in college. I thought it was really cool. Doing a drawing class right now with other Hobbits. I just bartered for this pencil and paper, so now I can be part of the drawing class. And lots of hiking here, spoon borrowing, which I'll explain later, night markets, folk dancing, and more. I did folk dancing lessons and got taught 2 different routines. The classes went on till like 6 in the afternoon, so I was only able to catch 2 of them, but they were very long. I've always wanted to go to like a line dancing place, and I've been to one before, and they always do routines that you kind of have to know before you go. So now I'm thinking, wait, I can actually use this in the future. I'm very excited about that. And we also did one of the dances around the fire last night, which was a lot of fun. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot that I haven't updated you on, so let's talk about it. You see these? So there's a game going around right now where you are spoon borrowing, and yes, it's a fork, but unfortunately the spoons that we were playing the game with, people have too many spoons that look similar, so it was a little risky trying to steal a spoon that could potentially be someone. So this is what we have now, and anything that looks like this with the BF written on it is stealable. And let me tell you, I've been stolen from many times. I've also stolen a couple of times, and then it got taken back. So it's a fun thing to do in the Shire. Just a little extra bit of competition, and you have to keep it on your body so people can see it and steal it easily without it like tugging on your clothes or something. So it actually is pretty easy to steal if you are sneaky. See how many you have?
I've got
12, and then I will
10 sitting right here.
10. You need to get 5, 6 more. 6 more.
6. Oh, actually, 1 bank, so 5 more.
Okay, I have one on my hat. She has one on her bodice.
We should combine for you because clearly you're gonna
want to steal them, though, right?
So then you gotta steal.
No, but we will be stealing for you. So, you know, like, because we're still gonna steal.
We were looking over at everyone waiting at the feast. There's barely anything left. That makes sense.
There was one girl specifically who had like 12 spoons on her, and I remember at one point we were standing in a huge crowd of people, and she tapped my shoulder. I look over, and she goes, and she's holding the fork in the other hand. It was game on after that. Yeah, this game got very competitive quickly. Like, you had to pay attention. I would just kind of keep my arm next to my spoon and just keep checking it, or like looking back and be like, where is anyone here that has spoons, that knows the game? Yeah, and moving forward, you're gonna see me talk about the spoons again, but I'm gonna call them forks because they ended up being forks. Just in case you're wondering, I'm definitely losing the spoon game because I don't have any left, but
shouldn't have given them the
you might win. I know that's true. I was being nice. That's what I get. Technically, I lost one on the trail, so that's my fault. I just got done hiking. I don't know how that happened. I just heard people talking outside saying, They were hiking up a mountain because they were looking for someone. You really don't know, you just kind of go with the flow. So I joined this giant group, we went hiking. And when we got to the top, we came across large folk fighting, and luckily they did not see us, but then we saw one of our own in the distance running.
Get away from the Hobbit! Get away from the Hobbit! Get away from the Hobbit! Leave the Hobbit alone! A spider big enough to grab a big folk.
It's the biggest spider I've ever seen.
Is it like that big?
No!
I think it's a 10. One of our
And we ended up scaring off the large folk because we had a pretty big group. And he told us that one of the large folk got taken up by a giant spider in the woods, and they thought it was him. So I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen, because that was enough for my whole life. The next day, though, we went up the mountain to steal the big folks' camp. Yeah, you can do that.
Does ruffians have with the most beautiful of the Shire's prospects? Nothing, am I right?
No.
Indeed, now listen, this is quite a big group, a bit more than what I'd like for stealth. But if we're all going to go, you have to mind my words, we're going with stealth as a priority, all right? We're all willingly consenting to a proper hike.
I think we're gonna steal everything.
Steal everything.
Let's focus on the tents. We do not want to interact with the ruffians at all. We want to keep them out, and that's our job over here.
We're on an expedition, and we've all been captured. Come quickly, we need your help. Come, how many are there?
If by rights, we will absolutely save our kindred out in those woods right now.
Of course. Yes.
Take heart, hobbits. Take stout feet. But you know what I think we should do? We'll take those tents and make sure that they don't call the Shire a home. Nevermore. What have you? Are we ready? Aye. For the Shire! For the Shire! Steady pace, lads. Steady pace.
No stealing forks while we're here.
Truth.
Wait, why are they going to the right?
Go get him! There's hobbits over there making away with our goods. Go get them and bring it back right now.
Hold!
Where are you going?
We're gonna chase him. You ready?
Get him, Hobbit! Let's get him! Get the Hobbit! Let's go! Hey, come on, get out of here! Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here!
Take him down, take him down!
Come on!
I lost my fork!
Oh no!
You did not.
It fell.
It
fell. We're gonna go look for the fork. They're gonna die in the process.
I was part of the tent crew.
You got the tent?
I got the tent!
Oh, wow.
It was a quite big tent for the big folk.
Good, hobbits.
Tonight, I hear that we are going to be looking for spiders in the woods, just like in the books. And we're also going to be looking for some archers, because we heard song last night and it wasn't coming from the Hobbit. So we're gonna go try to find the voices that we heard and figure out what to do about these spiders, because someone reported seeing a huge spider in the woods last night, which is just something, it's not good. We don't want our hobbits to be taken. The Shire is a peaceful place, okay? Are you going spider hunting?
Not hunting. Spider fleeing is more like it.
Well, we heard they're singing in these woods and we've come to investigate.
I heard there was a group that was up there, a long ways away. They were looking for the...
Are you guys headed back?
Are you worried right now?
I have to.
We don't want no trouble.
The elves. Your light will protect you as well.
I collect names as well. Do you have a name?
The light and purity of the hobbits will shield them. I'm sure of it.
I'm afraid all I can give you at this point is to sing the song for you. I won't trouble you with the Elvish itself, but the song, if you hum in the forest, the spiders should leave you be. Yeah, we ended up encountering elves. The elves were warning us of the spiders and telling us that if we hummed this song, we could protect ourselves when going to the mountains because we like to go to the mountains every single day, clearly. I'm going to be real with you. I did not remember the song. All right, we are on the final journey to find the spiders officially. And I don't know what's going to happen. Are you scared?
I'm scared.
I'm scared. So we're going to go hike up the mountain.
We have to be brave hobbitses.
Yes, we have to be very brave hobbitses. Okay. Now let's talk about bartering. So when the night falls here, they had something called the night market, which you could barter or buy things with in-game currency. We are heading into the Shire to the night market, and it is looking marvelous. Everything is glowing. It looks beautiful. And this market happened 2 nights back to back. But just in general, even if you weren't bartering or doing any of that, it was just a great place to come and hang out. Everyone was there. It was so fun. And there was lots of role play happening. Lots of role play.
Can I give you a coin for it? How many coins do you think is appropriate for such a party?
Last night, I went to the night market, which I was telling you about, and I brought a bunch of stuff to barter. And now I have items that I could get better items for, but I do really like all the stuff that I got. So it's going to be hard to part with specific things. I might not part with everything, but maybe like 1 or 2 things I may. Let me show you what I got. So I got a little vial of custom made salt. I got a hand painted Fellowship of the Ring matchbox, which is really unique. I got this little jewelry box. And then I got this beautiful mug. Look how nice this is. I also got a pillowcase, hand stitched. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. This little hand towel with a floral painting on it. Lastly, I got clothes, of course. Look at this top, guys. I should wear this today, actually. I got a button up top and I also got a vest. All very hobbity. Oh. I also got an ear cuff. So that's all my loot. I also got a lot of stuff gifted, like my Misty Mountains map and some other things. New loot has been acquired. Okay. So this was one of the items I was bartering up for. It's like a jewelry box. Look how nice this is. And then the next thing I got, another tea set. Yeah, I kept pretty much everything else that I had. And of course, at night, you can find lots and lots of parties. Hobbits love to party at the camp and around the party tree. At night, people were also making homemade food at their camps, and you could go there and get like soups and bread, cookies and pastries, lots of second breakfast.
or you would find live music at the main stage and people dancing there. Like everyone was always dancing and having a good time. Now let's talk about the vendors. So there actually is shopping here if you're looking to get a souvenir other than stuff that you barter, like paintings or a journal. And besides that, there's also food. Lots of food from local restaurants, including vegan and vegetarian options. So you can get everything you need on the grounds. So that being said, what are my final thoughts? Okay, as I said, I was skeptical going into this because there was no fighting. I didn't know what to expect, but coming out of the other side, I actually really enjoyed this LARP. It is up there with one of my favorites. Getting to hike every day, like multiple times a day, it was a win for me. That was super enjoyable, along with all the other things I could do. It's an event, though, that I would definitely recommend. And considering that this was the first time that they've ever done this event, the fact that it was so good already, I can't even imagine what next year is going to be like. And to go to this event, it actually is already set to be happening, and there are tickets still on sale now, I believe. If you were interested in checking out this event, I will link everything below in the description box, like the link to the website. But enough from me, let's hear what the people that went to this event had to say about it.
It did channel very organically and naturally the spirit and the soul of Tolkien, I think, of what it feels like in the books, to read those books and to watch the movies and to be immersed into Middle-earth. And it was like, it didn't matter if you were doing something high energy, like hiking up into the woods, or if you were just sitting and chilling with a hobbit that you've never met before in your life and hearing them and asking about which farthing they're coming from or what they've been doing in the Shire, and just adventures were popping up out of nowhere. It very much felt like this tiny little setting we were in was so alive.
So yeah, I actually really enjoyed my experience at the Brandywine Festival, much more so than I thought it would actually. Since most of the LARPs that I've been to have mostly just been combat LARPs, I wasn't sure how I was going to fit into more of a social setting, but I actually really enjoyed it more.
So I've been to Lord of the Rings geek for pretty much my whole life. Like I remember playing pretend in my best friend's backyard in elementary school. And then I got to do it again as an adult, and it was a fun little magical experience. Yeah, it was fun. We got to do all the different little quests and modules with them. We really loved seeing the energy and dedication people had in their outfits, just really being hobbitses. You know, setting up a stall at the night market, and then like we went stargazing one night, and then just sat around a campfire singing songs, and it was a wonderful little hobbity experience.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. It was so awesome to just meet so many cozy souls, and I think that's what this event was summoning, and everyone was just sharing that experience on site.
So many people are super friendly, super warm, some good mischief there, some good food, some really good food.
We made friends kind of right away. We went on the introductory module where we hiked into town, and the people that we met on that little hike, we ended up spending time with throughout the entire rest of the LARP.
This was also my first LARP, so I might be biased, but I can't have chosen any other LARP for my first one, I think. This was such a beautiful introduction to being immersed in another world. That's what LARP is.
The night market was my favorite part. I got to set up a little booth to, sell tea in exchange for, I think I said, trinkets or gossip. And people would, tell little stories or give me a little doodad. And I was making them, little hot teas. Got to live out my little Hobbit fantasy of owning a tea shop in the Shire.
If you like Ren Fairs, this is going to be your experience dialed to 11. My favorite part of Ren Fairs is the immersiveness of it. This is taking that, centralizing it, and then putting it into Middle-earth? Are you kidding me? Ugh, I need to go back. I need to be a Hobbit again, immediately.
That's it for this video, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. I know it was a long one, as always, and I just love going on these adventures together. On my channel, I really like to document one-of-a-kind immersive experiences or events, and if that's something that interests you, definitely stick around, because I am moving abroad, and I'm expanding all of the events to other parts of the world, so I'm super excited for that. If you've made it to the end, drop a heart emoji for the real OGs. I appreciate you guys so much. And all that to say, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you in the next one.